Rocky Mountain College is a comprehensive liberal arts college located in Billings, Montana. 90% of our students directly contribute to the area's growth through the school's community engagement projects, like equestrian studies, physician's assistant studies, and aviation. The college's student athletes compete in the NAIA in 17 different sports, and Battling Bear Athletics is highly competitive in all sports offered. Rocky Mountain College is poised for the next stage of its 138 of excellence.
Amazing Black Friday offers are here during the Ford year-end event. Save on America's most awarded brand. Plus get $1,000 Black Friday bonus cash on top of other great offers. All from Ford, with the most 5-star ratings and the highest owner loyalty. That's how you become America's best-selling brand. During the Ford year-end event, get up to $11,000 in total value, plus no payments till February, or lease an F-150 for just $289 a month. See your local Ford store today.
This country wasn't discovered, it was built. One home, one neighborhood, one school at a time. The future, it has to be built too, out of concrete, out of drywall and 2x4s. At ProBuild, we believe there's a builder inside us all. We believe it's time we put him to work.
Top over the Bulldogs of Montana Western. With me, women's basketball coach here at Rocky, Wes Keller. Wes, this is your third year as women's head coach, but you've been at Rocky for a number of years. What, about 8 as an assistant for the women?
Yeah, this is my 11th year here at Rocky Mountain College, and you know, Rocky's a great school. It's in a great community, and you know, I've just been fortunate to be here this long.
When was the last time you were out at midfield for a football game and as the honorary captain with the coin toss?
This will be the first time today, so that was neat to see. You know, my alma mater, UM Western. So, you know, we got a great day here. It's beautiful out, and more like fishing weather than football, but it's a beautiful day, and we got a good football game going.
Now let's talk about your season. You guys have already started. You're 3-1 so far, and kind of handicapped the way the rest of the
roster this year. You know, the thing that stuck out with this team is they're very competitive, and we got good.
It's going to be a lot of fun here in Billings with Rocky hosting the.
Yeah, what a great and you know, women supported here in the state, and I think we're going to get some people from Wyoming, Washington coming over to check this thing out, because it's some quality basketball.
I know you're playing next.
We go to Las Vegas for 3 games, Northwest Christian out of Oregon, Arizona Christian out of Utah, and then we finish with Xavier out of Louisiana, who just knocked off like preseason number 2, Our Lady of the Lake. So 3 great games. It'll be another measuring stick to see where we're at.
Enjoy the rest of this game. Beautiful weather. Great way to spend Saturday afternoon.
Hey, thanks a lot, Peter.
I appreciate you talking with us. Halftime, Wes Keller, women's basketball coach here at Rocky. Halftime continues. We're going to talk with Bill Tricozan, the men's head coach, in just a minute. Stay with us.
Why in the world?
Excited about Bobcat season? Trust us, so are we. Sometimes game day just can't get here soon enough. You could show up 12 hours before kickoff to show your colors, or you could get the new Bobcat banking card from First Interstate Bank. Find out more at bobcatbanking.com.
It's hard to be in college and not be focused.
Being an athlete even helps you become more and more focused.
If I don't stay focused, I fall way behind on schoolwork.
A lot of homework on the bus and in hotel room.
This is one of the most formational times in your life, and so it's important to make healthy choices.
Because people who are tobacco-free just do better in school.
I don't use tobacco. I feel like your body is your temple.
I don't think I'd be the person I am today if I had used tobacco products.
I'm focused on a tobacco-free generation.
At Pizza Hut, we've got a carry-out deal just for you. Any pizza, any size, any crust, and any topping for just... Or maybe you're a large pan supreme kind of person. $10. Thinking about a combination of your own? Well, that's $10 too. That's any pizza, any size, any crust, and any topping for just $10. And get stuffed crust for just $2 more. This $10 carryout deal ends soon, so hurry to Pizza Hut today.
Back in Billings, halftime continues, 3-0. Rocky on top. With me now, head basketball coach for the men's team here at Rocky Mountain College, Bill Drykosen. Bill, first of all, the first thing I noticed when you came over, you shook my hand, is you got a big ring on that hand. Come on, we got to see this here. 2009, right?
Yeah, this is for 2014 and 2009. 2009, the kids were able to win a national championship, which is something really special for not only Rocky Mountain College and that group of kids, but for all the Frontier Conference and small school athletics. And then our kids won the conference championship in 2014, and they a lot of good people here and been blessed by a lot of good players here at Rocky.
17 years you've been the head coach here in Billings. Talk about this community, this athletic department, and your time here.
Yeah, I mean, I've just been blessed with so many great people. Seen a lot of people come and go, but there's always more good people that come back. But this community's been so supportive of, Rocky over the years, even when I went to school here in the early 90s. And it's just amazing how it's grown. You see this football field and the new science center, and, it's just phenomenal. I'm really thankful to have just been a small part of what's going on here at Rocky Mountain College.
A couple of your kids from the last season you just had graduated and moved on, but you were just telling me a few minutes ago, you do have a couple transfers that came in from Missoula.
Yeah, Riley Bradshaw and Bryden Baining, a point guard and a center who we expect a lot from this year, are going to be good players for us in our program. They're still trying to figure out everything that we do that helps our team be successful, but we're really encouraged and glad that they're in our program.
Now talk about the next few games you have coming up before you get into the Frontier Conference. You've got MSU Billings, and then you're out in Bozeman.
Yeah, we got the two Montana schools there, so very good programs, obviously. It'll be great challenges for us, and to play two high-quality opponents this early in the season back-to-back. We'll play MSUB at home on Tuesday and then travel the next day and play Bozeman on the road. So that's going to be great for our kids and, just to see where we're at. We traveled on the road last week and we're out in Dickinson, North Dakota in a close-fought game and lost in a close game. But we're really excited to see where we're at again this next week.
And it's fascinating to see as well, the levels of Frontier, Big Sky, and the Pac-12, because Carroll came close to beating Washington State, and then MSU came close to beating Washington State, so now you get your shot at MSU.
Yeah. We just always go into those games and just really try to work and play our best and just compete, and so it's been a while since we played a Division I program. We used to play them quite often, but it'll be a great experience for our program for sure.
This day, this tailgating with this new field, it's a fantastic feeling here at Rocky, and I'm sure you would love to be able to have this kind of feeling carry over into the winter when you guys have your games. I know we're going to be doing a couple of your games, so I'm looking forward to that. Can you handicap for us then the Frontier Conference? I know Carroll was picked to win it all, but I guess I kind of want to get your idea and your take on how you think the league will go.
Yeah, well, I do think that Carroll's the best team. I think the rest of us are fighting for the next place, but anybody can be beat on any given night. But on paper, they definitely have the best returning players and the best nucleus of players. So I know they represented us well at the national tournament last year. But we're all going to be very competitive, and we hope we can be right in that mix too.
You've seen it all in 17 years, haven't you?
Yeah, I've been very fortunate and very blessed here. So we're thankful to be a small part, like I said, and thankful to all the people that support our program and continue to watch our kids.
Coach, we appreciate it.
All right, thanks a lot.
Okay, halftime will continue. Bill Drykosen, 17 years here at Rocky Mountain College. 3-0, Rocky on top. We'll be back right after this.
Picking up pieces of my life, sometimes there's ones I just can't find, but they found a home with you. When I think about the things that we've been through, I know just what. Life is better with you.
Our physicians and athletic trainers have been building better athletes for over 20 years. We are the official sports medicine provider to the Billings Mustangs, MSUB Yellow Jackets, training and medical care for top performance and to stay healthy. AMP, Athletic Medicine and Performance, powered by St. Vincent Healthcare, Ortho Montana, and Yellowstone Surgery Center.
Amazing Black Friday offers are here during the Ford year-end event. Save on America's most awarded brand. Plus, get $1,000 Black Friday bonus cash on top of other great offers. All from Ford, with the most 5-star ratings and the highest owner loyalty. That's how you become America's best-selling brand. During the Ford year-end event, get up to $11,000 in total value, plus no payments till February, or lease an F-150 for just $289 a month. See your local Ford store today.
Halftime continues here at Herb Clint Field. Peter Young along with Rocky Athletic Director Bruce Parker. And Bruce, the field looks great. The lights are here, but I know this is just phase one of many. So could you kind of tell everybody what's next here at Rocky?
Yeah, you know, Peter, if you slow down, people catch up. And we want to continue to make this facility one of the best in the state, if not the best. And, you know, we got done with phase one, which is a beautiful turf and the lights, and that's been unbelievable. Last night we had a full crowd in here to watch Dylan play Billings Central, and that was a great event. So we're excited about maybe starting phase 2 and 3, finishing the fencing around the field, putting up a new box with suites, putting in new seats on the visitor side. We have lots of plans, and this is just the start of some great things.
And I know we've mentioned this in some of our other broadcasts, but big things are happening in March. That is going to be a lot of fun having the tournament here.
I'm leaving town. I'm going to come up to Helena with you or Bozeman with you. And no, we're excited about hosting the Women's National Tournament. It's a great honor for Billings, the state of Montana, the Frontier Conference, and, of course, Rocky Mountain College. And we want to do a great job. We want to make it a great experience for the student athletes. 32 teams, 7 days, great basketball. We encourage everybody to come down to the Rimrock Auto Center. It's going to be a tremendous tournament.
You were here as athletic director and hired Coach Petr. Rough patch here these last few weeks, but I would imagine you're still very happy and pleased with that hire.
This is a great league. It's a tough league. If you're what Jason, so I'm very pleased, and I'm really rooting to see the student athletes take.
Today, you guys are up 3-0. Enjoy the second half.
Let's keep it going.
Okay, thanks, Bruce. Bruce Parker.
This country wasn't discovered, it was built. One home, one neighborhood, one school at a time. The future, it has to be built too, out of concrete, out of drywall and 2x4s. At ProBuild, we believe there's a builder inside us all. We believe it's time we put him to work.
Opportunity is everywhere. That is why I love my job at Opportunity Bank of Montana. I get to help my neighbors with business and agriculture loans, including new equipment. Need a bank they can rely on. You see, I grew up here with the Eastern High Plains out our front door and the crazy mountains in our backyard. Come see me, Brandy, or one of my colleagues at Opportunity Bank of Montana. Your local bank, your opportunity.
EBMS was founded in 1980 to ensure Montana companies could provide health benefits that were both beneficial and affordable. That vision hasn't changed, it's just grown. I joined EBMS more than 20 years ago, and I'm proud to have been part of this growth. Today, more than 300 team members join me at EBMS to offer on-site clinics, wellness, prescription programs, and a full array of benefit services. We've emerged as an industry leader and one of Montana's premier employers.
Join a dynamic organization that offers career growth, exceptional benefits, and support for community involvement. EBMS.
Bruce was about to fall over like every time.
Have you put up
back hurts and he's like, halftime continues as we take a look at the surprisingly 88 passing yards, 6 to 7 first downs. And then the turnovers is really the big number. I don't think that time of possession number is accurate.
No,
I think we're a little off on that number.
I don't think we played 37 minutes, but that's the stats that we do have in front of us on the
37 minutes and 29 seconds. Yeah.
Exactly. But the one thing I will say about that, though, Western has had the ball for 7:25. Rocky has controlled the football, but kind of diving into them a little more, the the kicker for Rocky and for Western, both defenses really need to start creating havoc and start to bring more pressure, more heat on both of these offenses the way they're producing right now. You look at Western, Hunter Thompson, he's at carries for 50 yards. They need to get him to football a little bit and really kind of establish that. Conversely, the rushing side on the other side, Sam Sparks, I know he's the third or fourth way. Get him out on the edge, try and let him use some speed that he has. You know, you start looking at the quarterback aspect, J.D. Ferris, 4 for 10 with 1 interception, 53 yards. He's got to take over. Get Thompson involved. They have a low time of possession. They need snaps. Try and find somebody besides the Bach and show.
Yards through the air. His numbers were actually, they look pretty good for the first half. 11 of 7 Achilles so far in the games that he has started, with the 6 interceptions and the 1 TD, but a certainly mistake-free first half, and as a result, they find themselves up 3-0.
Yeah, definitely. Western's going to rely on that defense to score some points for Western. Thompson, start moving the chains and let the quarterback Ferris get into a flow of the game, because right now he looks a little erratic standing back there at 4 for 10. It's really a flip-flop of the quarterback play that we thought coming into this game, but there you go. That's why it's football. That's why we play it. Otherwise, we could have chalked this one up and just called it good.
Well, Dogs were hoping to sway some of the voters, and at this point, the second half is. I can't imagine the voters across the country who at least read the write-up, or perhaps are going to watch our broadcast, or will see the stats, are going to say, impressed me, I'm going to tap. I just don't know.
Yeah, they definitely need some losing. This isn't helping. And then number 2, we felt you had to win it impressively. Green, and that's Rocky as they look to kick off.
So Western will get the ball to start this second half. They're going to take it out of the end zone. And maybe not the best decision. Stopped at about the 12-yard line.
Yeah, always tough to start. And as coordinating special teams years ago, we had a guy named Delpha O'Neill, and he was our offense at Cal Berkeley for a few years when I was there. And he could take that when you kick it deep right and you have a return all the way back to the field. There's a lot of angles for that. 4-4, not a 4-4 by my mom hand timing it in the backyard or anything. I mean, you've got to be able to burn to get to the field, and as a result, sets them up in a bad situation here for their first drive.
So it's 1st and 10 on the 13-yard line. And handing off or throwing in the shadow of their end zone. Well, Montana Western's done that quite a bit today. So they're going to roll Ferris out. Nobody open. He's going to take off and run it. And ducks one shot and is brought down just outside the 15. Is it me, or does Ferris just not look very comfortable today?
He doesn't, and that's what it looks like they're trying to establish. That's the reason that people move the pocket and get him out so they can open up the vision. They get the lineman out, and it looks like they're trying to get him into some comfort zones, but he doesn't look it, as you mentioned.
2nd and 6. And it's a carry for 50 yards. That's an average of just over 7.
And that's going to add to it right there as he moves the chains on a first down. But as you can see, he plays behind his pads. He continually has that forward lean and finishes run as they get out to their 30 almost.
Play action. The hands of his receiver, Tyler Murray, had it. The senior from Hamilton, Montana. And he let it go. The defender fell too. He had a clear path to the end zone.
Yeah, it was a thin post, and I think misses it. And as a result, though, it must have gotten the vision enough of the receiver, but it went in and out, and yeah, that was a waltz in for the end zone on that one.
No. Instead, it's 2nd and 10.
screwdriver in there and tried to jack it. You're up, by the way.
Low snap. Ferris is able to pick it up. And the handoff to Charlie Switzer. He's going to get a few yards and bring up third and long.
Snap, that's what those do to you, especially when he's coming at full speed. You want him running full speed when he gets it. So there you see the mesh, it almost hits off his back hip when he's trying to place that ball in the pocket. And that play was doomed from the start.
It was actually Bo Brecky with the carry. So it's 3rd and 9.
Yeah, I do.
Just underway here, third quarter. Peter Young, Sean Kraft, thanks for spending your Saturday with us.
And go visit my dad.
Ferris again is going to roll to his left, throwing along the side. Pass is incomplete, and Keenan Fagan delivers the shot on Bo Brecky.
Yeah, Fagan, now he gets to the outside, and it looks like the contain breaks down. He pulls up, throws the ball, kind of that two-throw over the goalpost, and right there, big hit, making sure he wasn't going to bring it down anyways, but making sure he wasn't going to have a chance to bring that one down. And big hit on the sideline sets up another punt for Dillon as far as having to get rid of the football here with 12:51.
A couple nervous Bulldog fans in front of us. They've done a nice job this year of traveling.
It's okay, it's okay.
And they nearly get this punt, and they go into the punter. We got a flag down. And this one, I think, is going to come back. It was 4th and 9. And they went for it, but just missed it.
And that's something that Rocky's been hanging their hat on about their own 38-yard line with a lot of momentum. It's going to be a 5-yard variety, though, so it will be a decision time to re-kick it because it's 4th and 9, so it's not going to get it first down for him.
Ready to the kicker, number 8, 5-yard penalty.
They're going to punt it again.
Sorry.
Yeah, so that would bring up a 4th and 4. So with 12:42 to go in the third, 3-0 score. Pretty good decision.
Yeah,
it's an easy decision, really.
Yeah, it wasn't a good punt. Got a bad bounce, so they can try it again. And that will haunt Rocky and send their defense back out on the field. So they can try and set up another return and see if they can get good field position. And that's been the flow of the game that we've seen throughout the first half, and it's starting here in the second. The inability, I should say, of Western Montana to flip the field on field position.
Tyler Eberhardt, number 4, redshirt freshman from Lewiston, Idaho, back to receive. And he is driven back, and a much better result for the Bulldogs. A much better punt and a great roll. So it'll be Rocky ball when we come back. Third quarter continues.
Have you put off buying a new Tempur-Pedic mattress because you think they're too expensive? Let Conlon Sleep Center help you upgrade to the highest level of comfort, support, and performance with a new Tempur-Pedic mattress. Right now, get the sleep you deserve for as little as $42 a month. It's hard to believe, but true. You can sleep on a new Tempur-Pedic, the most highly recommended bed in America, for as low as $42 a month. Hurry in to Conlon Sleep Center for your new Tempur-Pedic, or go to conlons.com.
Dedication. It's the difference between being a Grizz fan and being a real Grizz fan. And now, thanks to First Interstate Bank, it's even easier to show your true colors. Get special rates, discounts on Grizz gear, and tons of other members-only benefits without the hassle of a 24/7 paint job. The new Grizz Banking debit card from First Interstate Bank. Find out more at grizzbanking.com.
Picking up pieces of my life, sometimes there's ones I just can't find, but they found a home with you. And when I think about the things that we've been through, I know just one thing is true. Life is better with you. Oh, oh, life is better with you.
Well, while you were away, we got a new quarterback in the game for Rocky Mountain. It's Cody Tilley, the senior. 6 foot, 210-pounder from Visalia, California, via West Hills College. You were right, Jacob Bakken on that last series got dinged up somehow, and he's not out there. So Tilley, the senior, first and second down, just simply handed off. And now he is staring down at a 3rd and 9 from his own 7-yard line.
Yeah, Sam Sparks trying to get him involved. 6 carries for 4 yards in the first half. They need to improve that, and especially now with a new quarterback.
Tilly to throw from his end zone. Throws it up and can't air it out. Intended for Ricky Kerrigan, but just a bit too far. So this game is kind of turned into one of those defensive field position affairs.
Yeah, no question. It was a good play call by Rocky as far as coming on the second half, especially losing what we were talking at halftime in the statistic-wise, Bakken, the running and the passing of him being really the whole offense and the progression. Now you bring in a new quarterback and you're having to establish a run game that hasn't been there all day.
So Johnson to punt out of his own end zone. And it takes a bit of a this way and a that way bounce. Either way, and again, great field position for J.D. Ferris and the rest of this Bulldog offense. And they're going to try and finally capitalize on this and get some points on the board.
Since I've had my knees scoped in the area that I live in, I'm able to walk around in the hills with a lot greater ease.
I have several friends that have told me that they was going to require, they've been putting it off, shoulders and hip replacement. And I recommend Dr. Ben to them.
I'm back in the gym, on the treadmill, doing weights, and just being able to walk without chronic pain is a huge benefit to me in my life.
Dr. Gregory and Ben and Steele Memorial Medical Center. Call today.
Diorama will get you there. So much more than a tire store. Diorama, the service never ends. The best tires for the Northwest. Diorama, where you got a friend. Quality products, names you can trust. Diorama, not us. Diorama, Diorama, will get you there.
Comes.
And you're live.
Still 3-0. 10:41 to go. 3rd quarter. Western ball. And they start this drive on the 42-yard line of the Battling Bears.
One is still live.
Ferris faking both ways, going deep into the end zone for Brecky. In and out of his hands again. We have seen that so many times today.
Yeah, now they're double fake, so they play fake one side to the other side, and what it did, as you can see, it again brings up both linebackers. They're no middle of the field. Middle of the field is open, and as a result, that thin post, and right there, the defensive back for Carroll might have got his arm in there at the end to kind of bat it away, or at least you know what they're looking at, tugging on him, but all for naught, long foul ball, basically.
Yeah, I think Moses did recover at that last second to get a hand in. Now they're going to hand it off to Urlacher on 2nd down. And Moses right there for the tackle.
Nice, exactly. Nice play out by the secondary. But I will say all day long, as you can see, Urlacher coming around the outside and a nice wrap-up tackle, drive for 5 type deal as a defense. But Rocky's defense has really risen to the challenge here today through the early part of 2.5 quarters now, and they played extremely well with their backs against the wall constantly.
3rd and 5. Their leading receiver on the season. That is his first reception of the day.
Yeah, Ferris has been taking some hits. There he took another one. Looks like Ryder Rice coming around the outside, but delivered on 2 double in route at a deeper level, wide open on the cover 1. So they had one safety in the middle, just beat the man-to-man coverage underneath.
That is a big 3rd down conversion for this Bulldog offense as they hand it off to Thompson. Nice cut, and then goes straight upfield, brought down at about the 15-yard line.
This is something Western has done a few times today, and that's the ability to drive the ball between the 30s or between the 20s. And as you can see, Thompson following great patience with his back, forward lean, churning out the yards at the end. It's the inability here as we get closer into the red zone to finish these drives.
Gain of 6 on 1st down, so it's 2nd and 4. Thompson on the left side. Got a few. Got to get down to about the 10-yard line for a 1st down. with the way this thing has gone, I think you got to kick you if you don't get the field goal. You don't get the first down and get the points on the board.
Yeah, it'll again depend as you follow in Thompson and his forward lean and trying to get inch closer and closer to the stakes. Third and manageable, but you're exactly right. It'll be a decision time to do you take the tie or really probably depend upon how this play turns out.
Need 2 yards. Thompson breaks the tackle and is very close to the first down marker, but that has been a disaster for the Bulldog offense.
Yeah, Brendan Johnson, the all-conference player, his sophomore and junior year, 2-time all-conference, looking for a 3-time, and he had him wrapped up dead to rights, which would have really forced a kick. No question, 4th and 5 or 6. That's kind of what I meant by depending upon how that third down went. They would have kicked that, but now they set it up where it's 4th and inches, and we'll see what they're going to do. Looks like this is where you always ask for a measurement. Buy yourself a little time to kind of think this out. Looks like that's exactly what they did now here at the end.
One is live.
Well, I have yet to see Seth Mason head out to the field. So while they measure, we want to welcome all of our in Billings, Bozeman, Butte, Missoula, Spokane, Coeur d'Alene, the Tri-Cities, and Yakima. We are happy to have you all enjoying the game with us.
Well, I'll tell you, this is a decision. He had the kicker all the way out. Now he pulled him back off. And when you have a back like Thompson, I like the way he runs, and he doesn't get knocked back very much. I like the decision. I know it's 3-0, but at the same time, you got a back who, I'll tell you, 7-3 might win the game. So you never know. A lot of football left, but you'd like to see if you can keep this drive alive.
So they're going forward on 4th. Big, big decision for Coach Norse. Thompson has it, and he's got the first down, and he's got a touchdown. Bulldogs.
Boy, Preston Pearson, you can see the edge pressure. They were doing a pinch defense, coming off the edge, bringing heat off the edge. They just couldn't get there in time, and once he breaks through that first line, then he's into the second level. And when you sell out, which you kind of have to do, you knew it was coming in between the tackles. When you sell out, second level's gone, so he was able to take that one to the house.
5th rushing touchdown of the season for Thompson, and the extra point is blocked, so it is a 6-3 ball game. I'm still just, in the back of my mind, I'm going to say, well, 7th inning coming up, right? I mean, it's 6-6.
That could pay out big block. You always look at those and always look back, and one of them was here years ago, or weeks ago, I should say, on a block kick.
Amazing Black event. Save on America's most awarded brand. Plus get $1,000 Black Friday bonus cash on top of other great offers. All from Ford. With the most 5-star ratings and the highest owner loyalty. That's how you become America's best-selling brand. During the full value, plus no payments till February. Or lease an F-150 for just $289 a month. See your local Ford store today.
Conlon Sleep Center help you upgrade to the performance with a new Tempur-Pedic mattress. Right now, get the sleep you deserve for as little as $42 a month. It's hard to believe, but true. You can sleep on a new Tempur-Pedic, the most highly recommended bed in America, for as low as $42 a month. Hurry in to Conlon Sleep Center for your new Tempur-Pedic, or go to conlons.com.
Excited about Bobcat season? Trust us, so are we. You could show up 12 hours before kickoff to show your colors, or you could get the new Bobcat banking card from First Interstate Bank. Find out more at bobcatbanking.com.
7:48 to go in the third. It's now a 6-3. Carroll 21-20. Thanks to a blocked extra point at that same end zone. And now Rocky going to try and capitalize on that blocked extra point with this huge kickoff return. And they're going to go all the way into the Sam Sparks trying to get his second touchdown return of the season, but a flag at about the 12-yard line.
Special teams, I don't know what it was that late. Did he call a hold on one of the last few blocks? Is really what it could be, but it seems like they're...
Well, what a name for a kick returner, right? Sam Sparks. Here we see it again. This kid is electric.
Great block, and it's going to be pulled up. And right here, the little bit of the spin out is what they were trying to call. And it looks like they pulled the flag up.
Yeah, it was about the 12-yard line. They picked it up, and so it is going to stick. It's now 9-6. So after things had swung the way for the Bulldogs, Rocky blocks the extra point, and then they return the kickoff to the house. It's a 9-3 ball game, and now it is a 10-3 score.
Yeah,
well, how about that?
Yeah, exactly. And what you're looking for is, if you're Rocky, you're looking at special teams, you're looking at turnovers, you're looking at, mistake-free football, but special teams, they've been...
Half quarters, we had 3 points total. In the last, 20 seconds or so, we've got 10 points.
This will be one of those 3-0 games at half where we're kind of looking 3-2, 7-3, coming up with creative scores. The next thing you know, this might be like 31-30.
Actually, it was about 13 points in the last 20 or 30 seconds or so. The game of the week is brought to you by your local Ford stores. ProBuild, Montana Tobacco Quit Line at 1-800-QUIT-NOW. First Interstate Bank, Billings Clinic, Rivali Orthopedic and Sports Medicine, and Conlon's Furniture.
Nice patience by Sam Sparks. And his blockers let him.
Did they get it? They sure think they did. And how about this? The final game of the season for Rocky Mountain. And they block an extra point. They return the kickoff for a touchdown, and then they go for the onside kick, and the officials have just signaled it. They got it.
Yeah, and so the reason there's no tackle made is, as you see, there's no tackle made. We might not be able to see it as far as the camera on the back end where it was assumed to be kicked, but the front line bails out. They do a nurse kick, they call it, when the kicker just taps it and he's going to recover it himself. It's got to be a perfect kick, and that one just bounced right up to him at 11 yards, has to go 10, and then the inside guys collapse and take out the front line of Western. That was simple pitch and catch, but that was probably one of the better executed nurse kicks I think I've ever seen. That was phenomenal.
Well, how about this? The turn of events here midway through this third quarter with the backup quarterback into the game, or I should say the third-string quarterback, Cody Tilley. That pass was dropped with 3 straight big plays for the Battling Bears.
No, but you like the way that they're unleashing Cody Tilley. He steps back one step, makes it nice, simple out route. That ball was on the money. You got to help him out, and that's up to the receivers to come up with the simple catches and the tough ones. And right there, that's going to start moving the chains, but instead 2nd and 10. You don't want to get behind the chains on 1st and 2nd.
Well, what do you have to lose right now, right? I mean, this is the last game of Cody Tilley's career. He hasn't thrown a whole lot of passes. Rocky is not going to the playoffs. What other tricks do they have up their sleeve?
Oh, exactly. Yeah, you don't want to go into the offseason with the greatest reverse ever designed by you and your staff weeks ago, and you sit there and go, well, maybe next year on that. Yeah, you let it loose now. And that's what Western was, as they were looking to that slim chance, that's what you're always afraid of, is that someone who's playing at home, you've traveled a long way across the state, and you're playing against a team that, you'd like to crush them and crush their spirit early, and it hasn't happened that way at all. And now they've got a bunch of momentum, and you can see it right here, and in great field position trying to.
3rd and 8 for the Battling Bears. Tilley with 4 wide receivers. Here comes pressure. He gets the pass off, and it is at the ankles of the intended receiver, McGee.
Yeah, good coverage by that Western defense as far as, and they were able to stiffen and force a punt unit, and bring it out, and so they don't take advantage of it. But you see Tilly, he's looking and hitching and waiting for it. He ended up spinning it into the feet, but there was good coverage as they dropped everybody back. And
doesn't look like it. And the punter got hit, but no flag. So Johnson dropped it inside the 10-yard line. My eye kind of followed the ball for a moment, but when I turned back, I see the defender and Johnson both on the deck, but the official was right there and did not throw the flag.
That's a lot of times with that roll punt. It kind of takes him out of that protected punter mode, and so they get him a little bit of leeway there to hit him.
On the game of the week, we'll be back in Billings, and that'll be December 1st at the Fortin Center at 5:30 p.m., and that is for basketball. So basketball season underway. Looking forward to calling some of those games for the Frontier Conference, as it is 1st and 10 and nearly picked off. That ball was in the air a long time, and Keenan Fagan had a beat on it.
Yeah, Keenan Fagan did, and if we can see that, he came out of the middle of the field, and they actually had a thin post going to hold the safety off. Quarterback, he was staring it down, and that was wide open down the middle of the field. He just didn't read it, but the free safety came off and out of the middle, and Linder just missed it.
Well, Fagan's already got one pick on the day. Nearly had his second.
Linder, I meant to say Ferris there. I'm backing up with two straight Dillon quarterbacks playing college football that we've done and watched, and obviously both products of Beaverhead High and that great program in Montana, Dillon, and what they accomplish year in and year out.
Yeah, J.D. Ferris at a Beaverhead County High School. Jason as well, leading tackler for the Bulldogs. This looks right now, Sean, this is a rattled Bulldog team.
Yeah.
I'm kind of wondering what just happened. 5:40 to go in the third. Ferris is going to keep it, and he's going to run. Takes a shot at the 30-yard line, and that is going to be very close to a first down. I think he's got it.
That's a feast or famine type play. As you see, they brought the dog right up the middle, which if it pops, it was a design quarterback draw, and it did. And as you can see, when it pops big to the second level. Otherwise, it's a colossal mistake when they bring the heat like that and they end up dropping you because your quarterback's planting on his back foot and he has nowhere to go with the ball except just tuck it down.
Yeah, great block by Hunter Thompson, too. So it's a first down, timeout on the field with 5. Injured Batlin Bear. So that was a big conversion for this Bulldog offense that really has to come up with an answer right here.
I like the way Rocky, though, is playing defensively because, like you just said, they appeared out of sync and rattled and not really in control of their emotion, what's going on. And Rocky's trying to bring the pressure, trying to create more havoc in the backfield and trying to create more havoc just with this entire mentality of the Bulldog offense.
Ball on the 31. Thompson with it. And dragged down for about a 2 or 3 yard gain.
Yeah, when in doubt, a calming factor would be to either get the quarterback out and let him kind of move or give the ball to the back that's averaging over 7 yards a carry right now.
Thompson still the lone back. Ferris has a move, play action. Ferris rolling to his right and has a receiver. And that is George Sherwood, number 11. Another first down, 2 in a row.
Yeah, well designed. They had trips to the field side. Well designed play, rolled him into the trips. He had good vision. They got the perimeter. They cut down the edge. And so as a result, by pulling the guard around, so he sets it, he's able to read out of bounds and moves the chains.
Thompson on first down and into Batlin Bear territory. Now you kind of get the feeling after 2 straight first downs, they got a little bit of mojo going and trying to get this momentum back.
Yeah, and you can feel, and a lot of it was that it was, as we just said, feast or famine. That was 3rd and long, that conversion, for him to get that on that quarterback draw. And now, as you can see, the game is a mass game of emotion and momentum for Western and their offensive unit.
Thompson's out, Urlacher's in. They hand it off to him on the left side, and might have got about a yard or two. Brings up another key 3rd down.
Yeah, and we haven't talked about it. Rutherford has never been back, and he's still in pads, but his helmet is off. But he's the leading rusher, and as a result, Thompson has got a workload and has been carrying it. And there you see Urlacher coming around trying to take that workload. He was reserved for Rutherford.
3rd and 2. Bulldogs got to get to the 45-yard line. Ferris over the middle and in and out of the hands of his intended receiver, Matt Lickfold, the 6'4" target. Can't haul it in, so the Bulldogs, after a nice start to that promising drive, are going to have to punt.
Yeah, and I really think that play was called because as Thompson came off the field, 4th and short, looked like you might want to give the ball to him to keep the sticks moving, and instead they had to go into drop back mode. And there you got to do a pitch and a catch on an inside route, and he just missed him on the inside break.
Boy, again, Rocky nearly got that punt. And it takes a Bulldog bounce, rolls inside the 10, and it'll be down at about the 6-yard line. So an excellent job by George Sherwood.
Boy, there's 2 things. Rocky hasn't done much wrong in the special teams arena today at all, except they're just not catching punts. You've got to field those punts. We always used to do studies, when we were special teams and working with them in the off season, and that's about anywhere from 11 to 15 yards of hidden yardage of letting it roll and bounce, and it's buried Rocky a couple times. Now they're on their coming out offense again, which is a whole other box on that play call sheet, and it's usually not a box designed to score points. It's usually a box just designed to get out of your own goalpost.
Tilley's still in there, the 3rd-string quarterback. The senior's going to hand off to Sparks on 1st down. Well, after that flurry of scoring, you got to wonder now, is this 4-point advantage going to hold up for the rest of this quarter and the next?
Yeah, definitely. It's settled down a little bit from the. And Rocky was doing everything they can with the kick return and the nurse kick, the fake, the onside kick, and doing everything they can to do that. But one thing I do like is the fact that they've and you mentioned it, he's a senior quarterback. It's his last game. It looks like he's got the ability to spin the ball in there, open it up, take the tactics instead of looking at a bucking that they did all first half.
2nd and 5. Handoff again. Sparks going to go straight into that pile. And now you're going to look at a 3rd down. 2 minutes to go. Clock running.
The offense between the tackles all day today, as you can see by his halftime numbers and as you can see by what's happening here in the second half. It's just inside zone, and they're just not getting any movement, much less push. But even to be able to stick on them and move them to second level, it's not happening with that Western front.
Third and 3. Tilley to throw, looking left the entire way, and he is going to go down inside the 10-yard line. So the Bulldog defense comes up big, and another tough punting situation for Rocky.
Yeah, a coverage sack. He pulled it down. He had, we'll call it a stick route. In other words, it's lapsed on him, ate him up, made him hitch right there. He couldn't find a pocket to run. He almost had a lane to break out, but instead they get what I believe might be their first sack of the game.
2 Bulldog receivers back at the 50, and hold on. Bulldogs might have moved.
Still wouldn't be enough for a first down, but.
Yeah, it was 3rd and 3.
Yep.
But Tilley lost 6 yards on that one. If anything, this gives Johnson a bit more room to operate. You can see Coach Norse in the lower portion of your screen did not like that call.
I think he thinks they're trying to draw him off, which, oh, it's the head bob of the center. That's what he's yelling about.
Johnson again off to his right. That is a beautiful punt. Way back to the 40-yard line. No fair catch is signaled. And a nice return getting set up. The 40, the 35, flag down as Tyler Eberhardt runs out of bounds. But now we got multiple flags coming down.
That, I honestly thought he made a fair catch signal. He didn't, though. If his arm goes right here, if it goes up above his, he made the signal. He did make the signal. If he raised his right hand, it stayed below his shoulder pad level, which is what they'll call. So that's not the flag aspect, and he was able to run. But now I think we had a multitude of blocks in the back through. There's 3 flags out on the field. There's more laundry out there than.
And they're all over, too. They're not all in one area.
A lot of people are saying they're going to try and pick it up, and the crowd's yelling for that, but they got to pick up several of them if they're going to do that.
Well, this is going to be interesting. So instead, they have marked it all the way back to Montana Western's 30-yard line.
I think they're still marking.
And they're still going. Another 15 yards down to the 15 or 16-yard line.
I don't know if the math is right on that. I thought they were on the 50 where all the flags were if it was a spot foul.
Well, there were flags at the 50. There was also flags around the Rocky, I think it was the 25-yard line. They certainly seem confident in where they are, don't they?
Yeah.
Bulldog faithful sure doesn't like it.
Boy, wipes out. That's about what could be equivalent and looked at about a 60-yard penalty, so to speak.
All right, well, it's 1st and 10 on the 15. Whatever the math, right?
Yeah.
They hand it off to Hunter Thompson, and he's going to get some of it back. Tripped up at about the 24. And that might be the last play of the third quarter. So it was a wild and woolly third quarter, and it is a 10-6 ball game. The Battling Bears of Rocky Mountain College trying to salvage
just their technology. If you want to quit, call the Quit line for free help and FDA-approved medications.
Rocky Mountain College is a comprehensive liberal arts college located in Billings, Montana. 90% of our students directly contribute to the area's growth through the school's community engagement projects, like equestrian studies, physician's assistant studies, and aviation. The college's student athletes compete in the NAIA in 17 different sports, and Battling Bear Athletics is highly competitive in all sports offered. Rocky Mountain College is poised for the next stage of its 138-year pursuit of the highest expectations of excellence.
We are community, are proud. Nothing sells like success. Western Security Bank. Member FDIC. Equal housing lender.
Final quarter of play, 10-6 our score. Peter Young, Sean Kraft. It has been a fantastic afternoon here in Billings as the hometown Battling Bears trying to eke out the win against the 22nd ranked team in the nation, but it's 1st and 10 for the Bulldogs. Let me check that. It was 2nd and 3 yards to get the first down. And he got close, and he got it. So now it's 1st down and 10.
Yeah, Hunter Thompson, as you can see, he's been hobbled, but he's been the workhorse today. And those tough yards between the tackles to move. It's the guy that they missed on the last third down downfield, and as a result, didn't convert.
Eva Furman, those two have not connected.
Safety down the middle of the field and safety, and they ate that up pretty well in that play action, which has been open several times today. They have just not connected. That time it was good coverage.
2nd and 10. Thompson And tried to tippy-toe and wait for that hole to develop, but it just never did.
Yeah. The Rocky defense, boy, they're going to miss Brendan Johnson, the senior from Servite, Anaheim, California. I can't remember what it was early in the pregame. I think he said he wanted to be a stay-at-home son.
Stay-at-home son, yeah, that was pretty good.
Which was good, but you can see right there, he has just been a plug for these guys for years. The rest of the Frontier Conference is going to breathe a sigh of relief when he heads back to California.
3rd and 7. Rocky shows pressure. Here they come. Ferris steps up, spins around, tries to get the pass off, and he does, and there's a holding penalty right in front of the Western bench. Lickfold was the intended receiver, and Jason Baker just simply tackled him before the ball got there.
And that's one of those plays as a quarterback that really can turn into disaster. As he was throwing it, getting spun around, as you can see, it ended up working out for him with the pass interference call. But, boy, a lot of times, I know he's trying to press and make something happen now, down 10-6. They need something positive to happen, but a lot of times, you know, that can turn it into catastrophe.
So it's a first down ball on the 42-yard line, 13:39 to go. Now Ferris has 3 wide receivers stacked up high. And they're going to hand it off to Thompson. Good, tough running for Thompson. Nice positive yardage on first down.
Yeah, Brendan Johnson coming up, trying to get him and wrap him up on the legs. Shows you how strong Thompson is and how he runs with great pad level. And also coming up was going to be Jason Baker, the other senior, as you see him flying in, trying to make the play from the secondary. So 2 of the senior stalwarts of this Battle and Bear defense trying to rally that defense, but Thompson's a tough back to bring down.
Second down. They're going to get a chance to bring him down again. He takes a shot at midfield, spins, and gets the first down.
Same 2 players. Again, I mean, this time 44 for Rocky bounced off. But there's Brendan Johnson. You can see Thompson, again, tough yards, bounces off, breaks a tackle. There's Brendan Johnson then grabbing the ankles and dragging him down, and that's a battle between some very good football players.
Drive continues. Under 13 to play. It's now 1st and 10 inside Rocky territory. The sun at their backs. Ferris look, and they're going
ball by himself. Grabbed him earlier in the route.
Well, Furman was trying to gesture.
Must have happened before. Way down in the route, so that's exactly what